Hey guys, this is Noah from the Tech Hub, and this is my review of the Bowers & Wilkins P7 HiFi headphones. Headphones come in just about every price range you could think of these days, but bottom line, there's three categories you have to choose from. There's the cheap ones, like your earbuds, that you'll guilt-freely let get into a trance due to how inexpensive they are. Then there's commercial headphones, like Beats, Bose, and Soul, who charge their consumers mostly for the name that they're buying into, in addition to some adequate sound. But the other category is called Pro Audio, which are the headphones sound engineers and studio recorders use because they provide a very neutral sound that brings high fidelity and, in theory, simulate a pair of studio monitors right up against your ears. So why doesn't everyone just purchase Pro Audio headphones, you might ask? Well, for one, they can range up into the thousands of dollars, but more realistically, the problem is that the average music listener may not want something so neutral. For instance, a lot of people would rather shove as much bass through their ears as possible and try doing so without wearing a big clunky headset. Also, if you're looking for a wireless option, Pro Audio can't really help you out all that much, since such extreme quality doesn't play back through Bluetooth very well. So you can see why this category as a whole often gets eliminated rather quickly. Now, the purpose of this video is for people who are in the market of looking to upgrade their headphones and want a nice, comfortable, and reliable pair. And is also for a consumer who is willing to cash out a good chunk of money to get very good sound that they'll be able to use for a long time. So for $400, I'm recommending the Bowers & Wilkins P7 HiFi headphones. Now yes, that is a lot of money for the average buyer, but it's certainly worth the extra $100 compared to the Beats or Bose headphones that I'm sure you're contemplating somewhere in the back of your mind. So let's figure out why. For one, they're the most comfortable headphones I have ever worn. In other reviews, you may hear people stating about how nice it is that the ear pads provide a good tight seal around your ear while not making your head hurt, and that's all 100% true. When I got this in the mail, I was actually surprised at how much bigger they were, and though the whole thing may seem a little boxy on your head at times, there's nothing about the P7s that are short of feeling just comfortable. The arc band that rests upon your head is fully cushioned and crafted in sheep's leather, along with the ear pads. And if for some reason you have really wide ears, the speakers are covered in a nice polyester nylon stitching that doesn't rub up against them or anything. So what I'm trying to say is they feel good. Like, good to the point to where I've fallen asleep with them on more than once. Next, let's talk about build and design. So yes, you could argue that sound is more important than the design, similar to how your mother would always say that the feel is more important than the look whenever you used to buy shoes as a kid. But it's something that I can't just not talk about with these headphones. The P7s are nothing short of eye-catching. In person, you don't have to look at them twice to understand how luxurious they are. Made completely from genuine metal and leather, these things are just beautiful. They'll even shimmer in the sunlight when it hits the chamfered ring surrounding the headphones' metal ovals. They do contract on a folding hinge design. This makes them easy to pack up and carry with you while traveling. They even come with this really nice leather case designed specifically by Bowers & Wilkins, so you can be sure that it's swanky as well. And in regards to the ear cushions, they're an over-ear design that provides professional noise cancellation without forming air bubbles in your ears. Another feature I really like about them is that they can be removed magnetically. This will give you access to inserting and removing the audio jack cable, of which you get two of, or replacing the ear cushions altogether if yours becomes torn or something, which you can buy replacements of online for about $50. And weighing in at only 290 grams, these things are surprisingly light, and after a while, I promise you that you'll forget they're on. Before I go any further though, there's just one little thing about the P7s that I just hate. And that's the little remote on the aux cord. It sucks. The buttons aren't tactile whatsoever. About every time I want to adjust the volume controls or pause music, I have to look down to see what I'm doing, since feeling it out just won't do it justice. And this may be a personal thing, but the remote itself is placed a little too high on the cord for my liking. Also, and this one may be a biggie, it's only compatible on mobile Apple products, meaning not even Macs. Now sometimes it miraculously worked on my computer, but it's unreliable in doing so. That said, you're better off just using your own device's controls. But that's really the only thing I found to complain about these headphones. But the most important factor, of course, is sound, which is why I saved it for last. Now, at the beginning of the video, you may remember me talking about the difference between commercial and pro audio headphones, and the number one reason why I love these headphones so much is because of how well they fit in between the two categories as a medium. Basically, you're going to hear almost every last detail in the media you're listening to. By providing a good neutral sound that doesn't favor too much bass or treble, you'll hear music in movies the way that they were intended to be heard. Then you may ask, well, why don't we refer to them as pro audio headphones? Well, there's some aspects that are a little more morphed than other options out there. For example, when compared to the Sennheiser Momentums or the Audio-Technica M50s, you'll notice that the P7s favor just a little more bass and enhance higher frequencies more, because, debatably, it sounds better to the listener. As a result, though, it's not technically as natural. But I wouldn't worry about it too much because, unless you're doing some serious audio editing, either way, they sound pretty damn fantastic. Even to a trained ear, these things are insanely clear and do a great job of bringing you accurate sounds across all frequency levels. The bass is tight and doesn't get obtrusive or messy when decreasing in pitch, and in contrast, the treble is a satisfying companion. The P7s resonate a very balanced tone, which feels spacious and precise, and, in my opinion, blows anything by Beats, Skullcandy, or Bose just out of the water. At the end of the day, if you really love your music and are just passionate about the way it sounds and even looks, these are going to be some of the best $400 you've ever spent. If there's any questions that I wasn't able to answer in this video, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. And if you like this video, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up on the like button below. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Neon Studio FX for letting me use this awesome space to film here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.